Y'all doing? Happy blessed Wednesday. How y'all doing today? Happy blessed Wednesday. Hope y'all having a blessed day today. Hey Angie. Hey Wanda. Hey Sandra. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm glad to see y'all today. Hope y'all had a blessed day today. Every day that we wake up is a blessing. So happy Wednesday. Hey, how y'all doing? Hey to my Facebook fans, wherever they at. Hey to my fans on TikTok. How y'all doing today on this beautiful Wednesday? 6:57 New Orleans time. I was Louisiana time. Let's say that because I'm on the outskirts of New Orleans. But anyway, y'all, the topic for the day is don't let your past define you. Your past does not define you. That's the topic for the day. Because people always bringing up your past. People always talking about what you did in the past. People try to judge you on your past. Do not let your past define you. How about that? Because people always got something to say about your past. They're always talking about what you did in the past, and you don't even, I don't even live in my past. Stuff that happened to me in the past, I talk about my past, but my past does not define who I am. How about that? Of course, when you change your life, hey George, of course, when you change your life, they're going to have people that always want to bring up your past. Oh, she used to do this long time ago, and she was this, and he used to do this, and all that. We all got a past. So that's the topic for the day on my YouTube channel, on TikTok, and today, Facebook. So I don't know where they at on Facebook. If they don't come sooner, I'm going to swap over and go to IG. Thank y'all, Sandra and Angel Wanda. Thank y'all. Thank all of y'all. Hey, Daisy. But y'all, that's what we talking about. And I'm trying to give a little more people a little time to come in on the live. Because every time I start the live, somebody say, oh, what we talking about today? Or what's breaking news today? So they be wanting me to start all over. I go live every day on YouTube at 7 o'clock. Central Standard Time. Every day at 7 o'clock on YouTube. My YouTube channel is I Am Ann Mays. Every day I have a topic for every day. I go live every day on YouTube at 7 p.m. every day. And I appreciate if y'all show your girl some love. When y'all come into my house, this is my live, my page. I know we have pickaboos because we all have pickaboos. Can y'all just show me some love by pressing the like button? That's all I ask. I'm not asking for no money. I'm just asking y'all to press the like button because I guarantee you before you leave my live, you're going to leave with some type of strength. Some type of strength. You're going to learn something from me when you leave my live. Every day that I go live, I change people's lives. Whether y'all want to believe it or not, I do. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm chosen. All right? I'm not asking for much. I'm not begging nobody. Oh, well, can you just please give me this or give me that? I'm not begging for nothing. All I ask y'all to do is just interact with me, press the live, show some love. Share the live, show some love. And that's all. It's just that simple. And I appreciate y'all for doing it. Just share the live to somebody. The topic for the day is don't let your past define you. My past is my past. My past is not who I am right now. Yes, I do have a past. Yeah, I did a lot of things in my younger days, and that's not who I am anymore. We all got a past. Some of y'all, if we want to be technical about it, y'all got a couple of passes. And some of y'all still living in the past. Thank God that I'm a totally different person. I'm not the person I used to be. I'm not the person that they portrayed me to be. Even though I know who I am and I know whose I am. But at one time, yeah, I was that girl that was out there doing what she wanted to do, when she wanted to do it, how she wanted to do it, and I paid a price for that. Right. I'm discussing how to move from your past because we all have a past. Now, I don't know what's going on over here on Facebook, but something going on that ain't even right. I'm trying to give them, you know what, if I don't know what's going on Facebook. Good evening to you. Hey my brother. Hey Black, how you been? I told you to call me Black. Mm-hmm. How you been? But anyway, y'all, let me get a sip. I just be trying to give some people a little time to come in on the live before I get off into what I want to talk about today, which is my past, your past. We all have a past. Do not let your past define you. And can y'all drink a little water? Drink a lot of water. It's good for you. At one time, I didn't even like to drink water. But as you grow older and you don't drink enough water, you'll get a UTI. So water is good for you. If you don't drink a lot of water and you're wondering why your urine is dark when you use the bathroom, that's because you're not putting a lot of water in your body. The body needs water. I had to learn that the hard way. But anyway, y'all, this is what I want to say, right? I want to send a special shout out to all the parents out there and all the people that have kids that have autism. Autism. Y'all don't know how difficult it is for people to raise a child with autism. So I send a shout out to all the people and all the parents that's out there that's raising a child with autism. And the reason why I want to say that because I don't think they acknowledge y'all enough. I don't think they show y'all enough love, because they have a child with autism or somebody in your family with autism, and you take the time out and spend quality time with them and treat them like they're supposed to be treated, you got to be some kind of a special person. Not everybody can handle an autistic child or autistic person. You got to be built for that, and everybody's not built for that. They got some people gave up on their children, gave up on their family members. You been a person, hey Wendy, you been a person that take the time out to be there for a person with autism. That's a blessing. That's a blessing in itself. So what I'm saying, being autistic is like, all right, say like me. I'm in a wheelchair, right? And I'm not fully independent. Hey Janice, can y'all show me some love? I'm not fully independent, right? But I am self-sufficient. So that means that I'm limited on what I can and can't do. And I know somebody will say, don't say what you can't do. But let's be realistic. It's some things that I cannot do. I cannot drive with my foot. I drive with my hands. So if I say I can do any and everything, I'll be telling y'all a lie. I cannot do everything that some of y'all take for granted every day. A lot of y'all take life for granted every day. A lot of y'all can do a lot of stuff with your hands, with your legs. I mean, y'all can hear, y'all can talk, and everything that I just said, somebody can't do those things. Somebody can't hear, somebody can't see, somebody can't talk, somebody can't walk, somebody can't use their hand. And the ones who able, like a lot of y'all able, but y'all take life for granted. And all I'm asking y'all to do is shed a light. Can y'all shed a light to more people? because every day that I come on live, it be very interesting. I know some people be like, they tired of me talking about certain things, which is my life and everything that I've been through. Oh, well, if you tired, oh, well, you could be tired. And if you tired of me talking about my life, maybe this live is not for you, but it's for somebody else. We got millions of people around the world who never heard my testimony, who never heard nothing about my life story. So if you one of the ones that don't want to hear me talking about whatever I'm going to talk about today, you don't have to be here. But if you is here, I appreciate you. And while y'all here, can y'all just share the live to somebody else? I do know that even in spite of, I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok, and I'm on Facebook, I do know that numbers lie. So y'all can lie to me and allow me to see that 2 people supposed to be on my TikTok, and we got 9 people supposed to be on YouTube, and we got 3 people posted on Facebook, when I know that's not real. We go through this all the time. I talk about this all the time. Numbers do lie when it comes to social media because we got peekaboos. We got people that's literally on the live, listen to the live, but they, you know why they can't be counted for? Because they sharing it to other people and they not pressing the button so they can fully listen to the live. So they peekabooing, and it's okay because they still listening. So it's okay. It's okay. But what I want y'all to know is that I will never stop talking about my life and things that didn't happen to me and things that I didn't overcome. And I would never stop talking about that because it's a testimony. My life is every day. My life is a testimony. So why would I stop talking about what happened to me in the past and stop talking about things that could make somebody else's life different? Even if you just share something that you've been through, and if you share it with one person and tell them how you overcame, maybe you can make life better for them because they'll be looking at, well, damn, if she overcame that, maybe I can overcome the same thing that she overcome. You know, y'all be looking at stuff in a different way because at the end of the day, y'all never been through that. Y'all never experienced being in a wheelchair. Y'all never experienced the fact that I raised 4 children from a wheelchair. Y'all don't know what it's like. We got somebody out there got 1 child and almost want to give up. You want to give up with raising 1 child, and you got a woman that I was almost unalive at 28 years old with 4 children, and I raised them. And in your mind, you saying you can't raise 1 child with all your strength and help? Wow, now that is diabolical. I raised 4 children, 4 little children from this wheelchair. Just imagine me having to learn how to take care of myself. Me have to change 3 little children, they diapers, only one of them that wasn't in diapers. So I had to change their diapers. I had to teach them how to clean themselves. I had to teach them how to bathe themselves. It was like me being in a wheelchair. I had to take me out of the equator of what I was dealing with mentally. I had to put all that on the back burner, and it wasn't about me. It was about my children. It was about me taking care of my children from a wheelchair. It wasn't about no sympathy, me feeling sorry for myself. It was about me manning up and being there for my little children that really needed me. And I did that. And all I ask y'all to do is share the live to somebody else that really needs to hear this. Share the live, show some love. You know, just press the like button. Just tap the screen and show me that you interacting and you here. I don't understand that. But if I was on here, you know, and I'm going to say it again, ramping and raving, and I was going off, or I'm cussing and me and somebody at it, and we fighting and all that, you know, all that little wicked stuff, y'all be more than willing to share the lie. But I'm on here trying to interact with some people so I can reach out and touch somebody's spirit and let them know that it's never too late for them to get their life right. Out of all I've been through in my life, if I knew then what I knew now, a lot of things that I did in my life, I probably wouldn't have never did. But I didn't know no better. And to know better is to do better. But when you don't know no better and nobody sit you down and taught you better, You know what I'm saying? When you had a mama that was going to work and she expect you to clean the house, to look after your siblings and do all that, with no training, you had to do that. You had to do whatever mama told you to do, you had to do that. You had to grow up sooner than you really want to grow up. That's me. And you mean to tell me people don't look at me, he the messenger, delivering the message. They too caught up into worrying about, oh, what I have, what I got on, or what she got, and this and that. See, some of y'all let jealousy sit in. And y'all don't have no reason to be jealous of me. Because everything that Jehovah allowed me to have, he'll allow you to have it too if you apply yourself to get it. You can't get mad at me because I want bigger and better things in life, even at 60. Everything that I have, Jehovah gave it to me. And it wasn't easy because I had to go through some bumps and bruises. See, a lot of people want things the easy way. They want to just put the noodles in the microwave and pop go to weeds and the weeds go pop. Nah, you got to put them in there and let them marinate. And then within 3 to 2 minutes, then they're ready. Thank you. And I just be saying, when I wake up, I don't know what my topic going to be for that the next day. But I think about it and I be saying, you know what? I need to let people know that their past doesn't define them. Don't judge me on my past, because we all got a past. Don't judge me on, oh, she used to be cussing and going off and all that. See, let me tell y'all something. Y'all could love a person, and all a person could do is make one wrong mistake. They could say the wrong thing one time, and somebody, oh, I don't like her because she said this and she said that. Like we all just perfect people. Like we all are just a bunch of perfect people. And all I be asking people to do is just share a lie. And they don't want to do that. But I look on TikTok, I look on YouTube, I look on Facebook and Instagram, and I see all kind of little stuff going on, with the wicked world and all that. And that's the people that get all the likes and views. But somebody like me that's, trying to save people's soul and want people to change their life and change their persona. And I'm trying to get them, to save their spirit, their soul. And they ain't what y'all like. Some of y'all. And it's sad to say we got people that's like that. Or we don't want to hear her talk about her changing her life. We don't want to hear her talking about what Jehovah did for her. We don't want to hear that. But if I was on Jerry Springer, that'll go viral. No, they didn't. They don't, Janice. And a lot of people, they don't really know what you've been through, but they're on the outside looking in. But they want to judge you. You want to judge me. And at the end of the day, let me tell y'all how I know. Y'all done showed me how I studied y'all. Now, yesterday, I was on TikTok and I was talking about my past and talking about what I've been through and talking about the female that almost unalived me and talking about my ex-husband and all that kind of stuff. That it was so many people came on TikTok yesterday, damn near 200 people. And I was up to 14,000 likes. But when I'm not, and then they'll say, oh, she's talking about the same thing. So every day is somebody that then found out they was positive for HIV. So maybe that person who just found out they was positive with HIV never heard Miss Ann was positive with HIV. Maybe that one person who just found out that they HIV positive came across my page and be like, well, I need to stop right here because I didn't know that she was HIV positive. But I've been 13 years non-detectable. And that's a blessing itself. Hey, Queen, that's a blessing itself. So I am never going to stop talking about certain things that I dealt with in my life because I do know that I make a difference in other people's lives. So if y'all thinking in y'all delusional mind that I'm going to stop talking about things that I encountered in my life, y'all done lost y'all mind. I see the growth in me. I see the change in me. I know without a shadow of doubt that I am a phenomenal woman. I don't need no validation from none of y'all because Jehovah already allowed me to know who I am and whose I am. Queen, you don't need nobody to tell you a queen. You should already know that you're a queen. I'm just saying, you should know. When you look in the mirror, even if somebody don't feel like you're a beautiful black queen or you're a handsome man, you should already know who you are and whose you are. I know who I am and I know whose I am. I know who created me. But see, y'all have a controlling spirit on these internet. Y'all want people to say what y'all want them to say. Y'all want to hear what y'all want to hear. Y'all won't be entertained. And I entertain y'all, but not on the level where y'all want me to entertain y'all. See, the old person that I used to be, that's the person y'all looking for. That's the person y'all love without a shot. Some people saying, I want the old Ann. Well, I don't want to be the old Ann. I don't want to be her. I want to be the person that he created me to be now. And I'm still going to get to where I'm going. So with the ones who looking for the mess, guess what? My whole past is mess and confusion and drama. And I'm going to talk about it till the day I leave this earth. Because it give me strength when I talk about it. You not me and I'm not you. And if I want to talk about whatever I want to talk about that happened to me in my past to make a difference in somebody else's life, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And if you don't like it, oh well. But my past does not define me. And don't let nobody make you feel like your past defines you. Thank you. Don't let nobody make you feel like your past and things you did in the past, because we all got a past. Nobody's perfect. Nobody. And nobody's exempt from life. We all got stuff. Some of y'all got stuff that y'all too ashamed to even talk about. I love the new Ann Curl. I love the new Ann. See, when the men be saying, back then you didn't want me, and still don't want you. And still don't want you. Even in a wheelchair, because I'm in a wheelchair, I'm supposed to just settle for anybody. No. I have my likes and my don't likes. If I like you, I like you. If I don't like it, and somebody else say, oh, you in a wheelchair, because I'm in a wheelchair, that means I just got to settle for anything? No, I'm not. So if you got a problem with something that I'm talking about, or you don't want to hear what I'm talking about, you could dismiss yourself. Better yet, you can unfollow if you want to. Because when you unfollow, somebody else gonna follow. And I be listening to a lot of podcasts and stuff like that at the end of the day. And I'm sure a lot of people didn't run across my podcast and all that kind of stuff there. But I'm putting in work, and guess what? It's gonna pay off. With y'all, without y'all. Because I do know in life what's for you is for you. And it ain't gonna happen in my time, it's gonna happen in his time. But I ain't never been no quitter. I wasn't quitting when I was jacking and robbing, I wasn't quitting. So what makes y'all think I'm a quit? Because I'm in the world, not of the world no more. The more y'all hate, the more y'all motivate me. The more y'all dislike me, the more I'm gonna continue doing what Jehovah want me to do. I don't care if I get one person. But I do know, and I can see that social media allow you to see that they got so much hate in the world to send us shame. Like all the people, like they say Brandon was down in New Orleans at the Essence, and people was talking about how much weight, hey, my baby, talking about how much weight Brandon lost and all that. Her face is small. That's why my face is small like this. When you lose weight and you stressing and you going through something, nobody know what Brandon is going through. So if she lost a little weight, oh well. Instead of people praying for you, they praying on your downfall. Why she can't be going through something and she lost a little weight? And you could tell in her face. Why I gotta be, oh, she must be sick and all that. Whatever she going through, why not just everybody come together and pray for our Black queen? Some people lose weight and some people gain weight. So when you gain weight, they call you out your name. When you lose weight, they call you out your name. So you're damn if you do, and you're damn if you don't. So why worry about the naysayers and worry about what people say about you when you can't please everybody? But I know one thing, if I can't please everybody, I can please Jehovah by living right. I'm going to say it again. If I can't please everybody, I'm going to please Jehovah by living right. So if y'all don't want that side of me, y'all don't have to be over here. Y'all can unfollow me, but at the end of the day, when y'all unfollow me, I guarantee y'all gonna come back and follow me again because y'all gonna think like, damn, I need to go over there and see what Miss Ann talking about because I'm going through something that she talked about on one of her podcasts. Because before it's all said and done, every knee shall bow and every tongue must confess. I'm just saying, every knee shall bow and every tongue must confess. Every tongue. So who are y'all to judge? And a lot of y'all are very judgmental. But who are y'all to judge? Just be the man in the mirror. When you start judging and talking about me and things that I've been through and saying, I'm tired of hearing I talk about that and this and that, I ain't gonna never get tired of talking about it. So when you want to judge me on what I've been through, that was the life that was given to me. I didn't choose to come into this world. I was brought into this world. Thank you, Queen. I was brought into this world. So why y'all be angry and mad at somebody? And out of all I've been through, you think y'all will be clapping for me saying, Lord, I thank you that she made it through all that she been through in her life. Wow. Instead of y'all praying for me and praying that, me and my daughters come together, some of y'all clapping because that's what y'all want to see. That's what y'all want to see. That's what y'all love, mess and confusion. See, that'll sell. If I come on here and I'm cussing my daughters out and dragging from them, no, that's still my daughters, and I'm going to pray for my daughters because I don't want them to lose their soul. Y'all missing the fact that at the end of the day, that's still my daughters. So I'm going to continue to pray for them and ask Jehovah to have mercy on their soul. But I can't say forgive them because they know not what they do because they know better because I taught them better. It's a difference when you don't sit down and talk to your children and you never told them anything about Jehovah. My daughters know the word. Now, what they chose to do with it, that's on them. My daughters know the word. So when you know better, you're supposed to do better. I'm just saying. So instead of y'all around here bragging and talking about Brandy, and her looks and all that, why not just pray for another Black queen that's going through? Why not just pray for her? I'm just saying. Brandy is from Macomb, Mississippi, down south. So she down south with us. Why not pray for her and pray that whatever she may be going through? But what about the people that gain a lot of weight and they get big? So when you're going, some people eat when they're stressing. Some people, like me, I lose weight when I'm stressing. It's going to show. It's going to start in my face when I'm stressing. But at the end of the day, we all say that we shouldn't stress, but every now and then we stress and think about the people that we really love. I lost 3 siblings, 2 brothers and a sister. And I was in my feelings the other day thinking about my sisters and my brother. Every now and then one come on me. If it ain't one, it's the other one. If they ain't the other one, it's the other one. I think about that. So I don't want no sympathy. I just want y'all to empathize. We all are human. We all bleed the same color blood, red. So why dislike Ann? Because Ann is on the internet sharing her story and everything that she interact and been through. Why I say, oh, I'm tired of her talking about the same thing over and over. Why should you be tired of me talking about the same thing over and over when there's something about that story that somebody ain't never heard? We all, yeah, don't even realize it, right? We all some X, let's say that. We all X this, X that, X this, X that, but y'all want to point the finger like y'all is so good at two shoes and y'all ain't never did nothing in y'all life. Not even told a damn lie. Y'all are very convincing. Y'all are very convincing. Some of y'all lie to y'all damn self to make yourself feel, because y'all got an ego to make yourself feel good. But yet and still, you won't get on here or you won't point the finger and talk about somebody else. Then you just look in the mirror. Because every day I look in the mirror. When I go to the bathroom and wash my face and brush my teeth, when I go to the bathroom at night and brush my teeth, in the morning brush my teeth, I look in the mirror and I see me and Maze. So I'm trying to figure out who some of y'all see. Since y'all around here rapping and raving and talking about other people, who you look at when you see yourself in the mirror, what do you see? And what makes you think you exempt from life where you can degrade other people? What makes you think you so better because you got a little more than somebody else? So what you're looking at in the mirror is a person that think they better than any and everybody. And we all got flaws. We all got flaws. So tell me, what's y'all reason? They got people on here that shed a lie. Thank y'all. I love y'all for that. But they got people on here that just listen day after day after day and have never shared the lie. You know why? Because they selfish. And because they don't control their own life. See, when y'all denied me, many are called, few are chosen. Don't forget, I'm one of the chosen ones. So when you denied me delivering his word, you denied him. So when you go through whatever you going through, about to go through, just remember you denied him because you denied me from delivering his word to somebody else. Maybe you might be saying, this word ain't for me, but it's for somebody you know. That's the purpose of me asking you to shed a lie to somebody, because at the end of the day, today might not be your word. Hey, Miguel, tomorrow might be your word. What I'm talking about today, you know somebody. We all know somebody that's going through something. So why not share it to somebody that you think might need to hear this word? I don't get the selfishness of some of y'all. Of course, some of y'all probably think, well, if I shed a lie to certain people, I press like and this and that, I'm gonna get paid because y'all shed a lie. Now, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna get paid regardless because I'm doing Jehovah's will. Whether y'all press like or unlike or unfollow, no matter what y'all do, I'm still working. And I'm not working for me, I'm working for him. He the messenger and I'm delivering the message. So all I'm asking y'all to do is share the life to somebody so they could get delivered. That's all. Yes, I'm a witness for Jehovah. That's all. I ain't knocking on nobody's door. All I'm doing is trying to get y'all to be delivered. And today, I decided to make my topic for the day is don't let your past define you. No matter what you did in the past, your past is your past. Don't let nobody keep on throwing in your face about what you did in your past. Because we all got a past. We all got a past. See, the difference between me and a lot of y'all, the difference between me and a lot of y'all is that I ain't afraid to talk about my past. I ain't afraid to be transparent and take accountability for the things that didn't happen in my life. See, I'm new. When you become new, all things pass away. So everything I did in my past, he forgave me for that. So you think I'm gonna let y'all that got a past like me prosecute me and y'all got a past? Why would I let y'all persecute me knowing that y'all got a past and y'all ain't even repent for y'all past for the things that y'all did and y'all know it wasn't right? I've been in my truth, I think, for a couple of years. But at the end of the day, it was a process. For me to get to where I'm at now, it was a process. And it wasn't easy. It was falling down, getting back up. Falling down. But I would say this. Me changing my life is the best thing I could have ever did in my entire life. Me changing my life is the best thing that I could have did in my entire life. Because out there in the wilderness, there's no peace, no joy, no happiness out there. So if I was out there in the wilderness, guess what? I'd be just like the people out there in the wilderness. But since I'm not out there in the wilderness anymore, less people like you. I noticed that. Or we don't like her like that. We like her cussing, going out, talking about people, degrading people, making herself feel like she better than everybody. That's the person they like. Well, I'm sorry, y'all. I never go back to being the person that I was decades ago. I don't like that person. I don't like that person. So I said, and I thought about this because I have sisters and people that I know and people that I love have children with autism. And they should have a special day for people that take care of kids and adults with autism. Because guess what? Your life became their life. If you're an autistic mom out there, autistic, family member out there, and you take care of your loved one that have autism, my hat go out to all y'all. And I thank God for y'all, for having the strength that y'all have. Because I know it's not easy. I'm not autistic, but I'm in a wheelchair. I can imagine, I could empathize. Because you doing everything for that autistic child that they can't do for themselves. And that's a blessing in itself. And they should have a special day for each and every one of y'all that take the time out every day to take care of a child or a young adult with autism that can't take care of themselves. Y'all don't get enough love. People don't know to have. If you never raised a child with autism, how can you look and stare? And some of y'all out there need to teach your children how to not stare at a child or an adult with autism or a person with a disability. Because I was in Walmart one day and a little white girl and her little brother was pointing at me, was laughing and shoe showing, and I just stared at her. And I was about to go and tell her mother something, but I said, you know what? Children gonna be children, but I just let it ride. But y'all need to discipline y'all children and let y'all children know that at the end of the day, if they see somebody in a wheelchair, a child with autism, sit down and talk to y'all kids about certain things that they need to know about. Everybody wasn't born a certain way. Everybody wasn't born with limbs, with arms, with, they got people, all different type of people in the world. Let your children know that that's not something that you he and high and laugh about. Y'all need to educate your kids about other kids that's nonverbal, kids that's, they're autistic. Some of them grab their ears, some of them don't like loud noise and all that kind of stuff there. But a lot of y'all go along to get along. But some of y'all adults make fun of people in wheelchairs. People, I was listening at one young lady, she was like, she fight people in wheelchairs, people with disability and all that. And I was like, oh, wow, a grown ass mom. But at the end of the day, it's a special day for her too. Because at the end of the day, how could you, on TikTok, they were slapping a lady around, she was in a wheelchair, and everybody was standing around letting her get slapped, knowing that she can't defend herself. Let me tell y'all something out there. I'm a handmaid, and I'm in a wheelchair. And I promise you, if anyone of y'all ever feel the need that y'all want to run up to the wheelchair and play with me, I feel sorry for y'all. Because that, for number one, y'all know a person in a wheelchair, they can't get down with y'all like they really want to get down me. Because I ain't scared of nobody, but at the end of the day, don't run up and think she in that wheelchair and I could take advantage of her, because that ain't going to happen. I'm just saying. Even in the wheelchair, don't play with me. Don't make me feel like you want to disrespect me or you think you could take advantage of me being in a wheelchair. Ain't nothing wrong with my brain, and ain't nothing wrong with all 5 of my fingers, especially the trigger finger. But I ain't living like that. But I just want y'all to know, don't get it twisted about me being in a wheelchair. I changed my life. That's why I didn't go back and retaliate. Now, did I ever want to go back and retaliate? I say it again. Yeah, I wanted my leg back for years. But I'm not selfish like some of y'all. I'm not selfish to the fact that where I'm going to go handle my business and go head first and not think about my 4 kids that I had to raise. If I go and get my leg back, who's going to raise my 4 children? And then I'll be thinking, if I shoulda, woulda, coulda. If I shoulda, woulda, coulda. Me going to get my leg back ain't going to get me out the wheelchair. I say it all the time. I'm still going to be in a wheelchair. So to all y'all who got so much to say, guess what? The wheelchair don't define me at all. I'm still a beautiful, phenomenal woman without validation. See, yesterday on TikTok, it was almost 200. Today, it say 5 people. I'm just saying. So God have to remove them out the way so he can send some other people in. Because guess what? It's going to get to the right people. And when it get to the right people, the ones that I'm tired of that saying, I'm tired of her talking about what she be talking about, the ones who getting tired. I want y'all to get tired so y'all can move out the way for the new people. Because guess what? When people fall off, they making way for the new people to fall in. How about that? She say, Queen, sometimes the adults are worse than the kids. They will allow the kids make fun of people, instead of teaching the children that God made everyone different. Right. That's what should be taught. It should be taught. At the end of the day, I can tell you this. My grandson is 16 years old. And my grandson could put my wheelchair together with his eyes closed. You know why? Because he was around me when he was a baby and when he was young. Now, my other grandchildren, they don't really know about a wheelchair because they don't interact with me and they don't be around me. That's why sometimes my little grandbaby, she be looking at me and she be staring. I be saying, come push. The time when I do see, I be saying, come push my mom wheelchair. She don't really know what I'm saying because she don't be around me. If she had been around me for quite some time, as she get older, then she gonna know. But my grandson is 16 and he could put my wheelchair in and out the car better than people that just come around me. He could say, you move on the side. I got this. Because he know. My grandson know a lot of things about me being in a wheelchair because he been around me. Yeah, they got older people, young adult, older adult, make fun of people, make fun of people how they look, make fun of what they got going on, make fun of, at the end of the day, who are you to drag and talk about somebody? I mean, let's be real, y'all. Everybody wasn't born with beautiful looks. Everybody wasn't. They got like that. It's a such thing as pretty people and ugly people. It's a such thing as good people and bad people. That's life. But who are you to make fun of somebody because they don't look like you? Who are you to say, oh, that person, yeah, we all done did it, call somebody. I didn't even call men with his ugly ass, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But who am I? Or who are you? Or who am I to be around here pointing the finger calling somebody out their name? Oh, they ugly. Oh, she ugly, he ugly. When at the end of the day, your spirit is ugly. Your inside is ugly. Yeah, you might get with an ugly man and he be the best man that you ever had in your entire life. But on the outside, to you, he's ugly. But he the best man you ever had. So you looking beyond his looks and you looking in this deep down inside his spirit, his soul. See, I want somebody that's gonna love me for me and accept me for me. But yeah, I have a certain type. But who to say the type that I have is not the one for me? Because you have a certain type. What if the one that's not your type is your type? You judging on the outside, you saying that's not your type. Well, what about the inside? We be on the outside looking in because we so caught up into a world where we worry about what other people gonna say. So most beautiful women and I ain't gonna lie, a lot of beautiful women then had ugly men in their life. Because the ugly man want a beautiful woman. And that's life. And they got some ugly women then had handsome men. And some of y'all be sizing them up saying, damn, he a nice looking man, but what he doing with her? Now you judging. And we all then judge other people, even me. But I'm not perfect. I never been perfect. But see, we got to practice what we preach. When we start talking and judging other people, we got to look in the mirror. See, we got to look in the mirror. I'm going to teach you how to put the wheelchair together. It's easy. It's simple. But when I be with certain people and like when I go to certain places, there are people be like, can I help you? Let me tell y'all something. I'm not a nasty person. I don't have a nasty attitude. But some people be wanting to help me when they see me taking my wheelchair apart, putting it in there, and they be persistent. Like, can I just please help you? And the reason why I don't let people help me with my wheelchair is because it's a certain way that I have to put my wheelchair in the car. And everybody who tried to help me, they either scratch my car up and they want to put it in, and I'm saying, I got it. See, I have like off-white seats in my car. And my back seats, I got them covered up where I can't mess the seats up with my wheelchair. So I'm trying to protect my car for when I get rid of it and get me something else. But not only that, I don't want my seats to get all nasty and dirty. So if I don't want my seats to get nasty and dirty, I don't mean no harm by telling you I got it. And some people, they don't take no for an answer. If I say I got it, they like, no, please just let me do it. And I say, no, I got it. And they be persistent. I got it. Let me help you. Let me help you. And I didn't have people to really get an attitude because I told them I didn't need their help. And I say, I'm sorry. I'm just used to doing it. And people didn't say, I know you're used to doing it. I say, yeah, I've been doing it for 31 years. But I don't mean no harm. If you somebody out there and you tried to help me, I don't mean no harm. I'm just used to put my wheelchair in a certain way. I'm used to doing everything for myself. 31 years of being in a wheelchair. Can you imagine? If somebody around me and I slip and fall, you might get hysterical. Oh my God. Oh, this thing. I just want y'all to know that's normal. It's normal for me to be in a wheelchair, to fall off the bed, to fall off the wheelchair. But I fall down, but I get back up. So I don't get mad when people try to help me. I just try to make them understand that at the end of the day, I've been doing it and I don't want you to take my ability from me. I don't want be handicapped per se. I don't want nobody to handicap me to the point to where they just doing everything for me and I'm not doing everything for myself. For the next 10, 20 years that I still be here, I want to still be able to be strong enough to take care of me. And I don't mean no harm, but I don't want nobody to take my ability away from me. That some of y'all got parents that's of age, grandparents and all that. I understand some of them. They used to doing it a certain way. And if they got their right mind, let them just fall back and let them do what they do. If they ain't hurt nobody and they still got their right mind, they don't have dementia or they don't have all time, let them enjoy their life. Let them do what they've been used to doing. But if they got short memory and if they can't maintain like they used to be able to maintain, now it's time for you to think for them and not take advantage of them. Some of y'all got y'all loved ones living with y'all for they check. It's not that y'all want to take care of them. It's not that y'all want them to be at y'all house. Y'all got it because that's another income for y'all. And y'all neglect them. I see it every day. And I pray every day that it never gets to the point of where I'm never going into nobody's nursing home. I'm never doing it. I'm going to always be able to take care of myself until the day he called me home. I don't never, ever want to go into nobody's nursing home. I see it all the time. I see y'all neglecting people, y'all nurses assistants, y'all doctors. I see all y'all neglecting people. That's why I speak on some of the things I speak on because I even been in a wheelchair. I didn't took care of people that had dementia and all the time. I didn't been a private sitter, even being in a wheelchair. I didn't sit with several people and I didn't took care of them from my wheelchair. So don't get it twisted by me because at the end of the day, if somebody really needed me and it'd be like, well, ain't all I need you to be is a companion for somebody who can't do stuff for themselves. I need you to be their friend. I need you to be there. I need you to give them their medicine. I need you to take care of them. I can do that because I have did it several times. I done went on a job from 6 to 6 in the evening to 6 in the morning, taking care of 2 people. So at the end of the day, I have compassion and love for people. Don't judge the book by the cover. Don't look at me and say what I can and can't do because at the end of the day, I could take care of your mom, I could take care of your daddy, and I bet you one thing, I won't neglect them. I could take care of your children. I can take care of a child autistic because I know the requirements and I have patience. You got to have patience and love and compassion. An autistic child, autistic person is not made for anybody to take care of. You got to have patience. Like you got to have patience with your elderly grandma or your elderly mom. You got to take you out of the equator and push you to the side. It's not about you. When God allow you to be there for a child or an adult, a young adult, he knew you was built for that. They got somebody right now on each one of these timelines be crying out, asking God for help. And you asking God why he put all that on you because he know you can handle it. He said, I will put no more on you than you can bear. So if he didn't think you can bear it, he wouldn't allow that. He wouldn't have never put that on you. Stop saying about what you can't do. If he felt like you couldn't do it, he wouldn't allow you to be the strong one in the family to take care of your mama. See, out of all your siblings, I'm talking to somebody. Somebody need to hear this tonight. Out of all your siblings, you the only one stood up and took up and stood up for your mom or your daddy. You took on a responsibility and you know you ain't had enough room in your house with you and your family. But you still stood up. Even though you was the black sheep, and y'all know what the black sheep consists of. Even though they mistreated you, even though your mama did everything for all your other siblings and made sure they had and their children had, you're the only one step up to the plate to take care of your mom or your daddy. That's why Jehovah reward you. And they wondering why you continue to keep being blessed. And they keep on seeing you with nice cars and nice, beautiful houses, and God blessing you with more money. And you're not boasting and bragging. You're not showing no. You reaping the harvest. Hey, Brian, you are reaping the harvest. Everything that you have, you're supposed to have. You're supposed to have. So all the siblings and all of them, they ramping and raving, talking about you and how mama could go over there by you and all that kind of stuff. None of them that want her. But they want some of the pension. They want some of the retirement money. They thinking about if mama come by them, that'll help them. But at the end of the day, you the last one out the bunch that didn't get no help from none of them or nobody. But you are the chosen one. That's why he say many are called, few are chosen. A lot of us is chosen. The ones who get ridiculed, the ones who get less likes, less followers, less people that claim that they don't love us, but we chosen. We chosen. So what it was so much about what I was talking about yesterday, where I had 200 and some people on my live on yesterday on TikTok, and today is 5. What was so important, what I talked about yesterday, that I ain't talking about today? I'm just saying. Y'all see how this internet stuff go? Because I be saying, you know what, at the end of the day, who don't want to hear positive stuff about this the way out? This how you can survive this life. See, only what you do for Christ gonna last. See, that's the only way you can survive to get to 60. When you change your persona, change your life, and say, you know what, the things I used to do, I ain't doing that no more because I want to live long. Share that to somebody. Tell them if they want to live long, they got to change their persona, change their way of thinking, their way of living. They got to change their life. Thank you, Queen. Because you can't continue being the same person, living the same way, telling the same lies, and want Jehovah to open the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing. Somebody want a blessing right now, but you don't want to put in no work. You don't want to put in no work. You just want this blessing just to come out of nowhere, and you don't want to even work for it. Wow. Now that's diabolical. So one thing I can tell, let me tell y'all this. I'm 60 years old, and I have never, and I know y'all, some of the people that follow me every day didn't heard me say this again, I have never been so dedicated in my life. I ain't never dedicated nothing like I dedicate myself to y'all every day, Monday through Friday, and sometimes Saturday and Sunday. So you think if the enemy had me and he was trying to reward me in the world, see, I'm in the world, but not of the world. So what y'all think Jehovah got for me? Why wouldn't Jehovah bless his people? Satan got his people and Jehovah got his people. Satan wants you to believe that he do everything for you, but at the end of the day, Satan got his people over there in the wilderness. And God got his people over there down yonder. And the people down yonder is going to survive because they see the wolves in sheep clothes. But the people in the wicked world out there, they fighting among each other. They wolves in sheep clothes. They don't even know they fighting one another and don't even know it because they blindsided. Hey, Tanga. They don't know. But it's a beautiful thing when you could say, I renew, I change, and I'm not the person I used to be. I got peace within myself. And sometimes I have to think and say, hey, you know what? You tell people not to worry about certain things. You tell people to wait on them. You tell people don't stress about certain things. Sometimes I got to apply that right back to myself. When I pick up the phone and be like, well, damn. And they say, how you going to tell Sheila, Kim, and Angie, how you going to tell them to wait on them when you trying to rush the process too? So y'all don't think I have days like that where I be like, well, damn, the money Ben was supposed to come. Well, where is that? And God saying, hey, Pat. And God saying, how you going to preach to your fans and tell your people to wait and you not waiting? So I have to go look in the mirror too and say, well, God, how you going to tell the people they need to wait? And the people you love, they need to wait. And now you trying to rush the process your damn self. I'm human, but I correct myself. I talk to myself in the mirror and I correct myself. And you can talk to yourself and you can also be the man in the mirror and correct yourself. Check yourself. Before you go out that door, check yourself. Before I go out the door, I said, Lord, protect me, cover me with your blood because I'm going out there in the wilderness. When you leave out your house, you're going in the wilderness. See, inside, I got peace within myself in my house. But when I leave out my house, there's all kind of spirits out there in the wilderness. So you got to be covered and you got to prepare yourself for what you're going to run into on the highway and the byways. You don't know if you're going to run into a delusional person. You don't know what's going to happen because out in the wilderness is a lot of wickedness. See, when I leave my house, I leave with an armor. I'm covered. I leave knowing that I'm covered with the blood. You got to know every time you leave out that door, you don't know what you're going to run into. So before you step foot out that door, you need to say, Lord, I'm asking you to cover me from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet because I don't know what I'm going to run into out there in the wilderness. Instead of y'all worrying about the naysayers and worrying about what's going on over there at somebody else's house, get peace within your own house. Teach your kids that at the end of the day, when mama ain't here and you feel some type of way, just start praying. Teach your kids about Jehovah. Let them know that at the end of the day, this is who you're going to need. If mama don't be here the day or tomorrow, the next day or the next day, without mama, this is who you're going to need. That's the right thing to do. Just teach them. Just tell them. Even if nobody ain't never told you. Even if nobody never told you. Have a sit down talk and let them know about Jehovah. Just have a sit down. Come on now. Yeah, I'm trying to do something on TikTok. When you be on there so long, they make you do something. Come on. When you be on there so long, they make you do a puzzle. which I don't understand it, but they do. And I attempt to do it. I did it at least 3 times. I know you lying. I did it 3 times, and all 3 times that I did it, why the live went completely out. But anyway, that be the trick of the enemy, y'all. It do. See what I'm saying? The first thing pop up on TikTok is a young lady that's disabled dancing, and they making fun of her. Like it's making fun of her. At least she got enough courage to get up there and dance, and they making fun of her. But let me tell y'all something. The times that we in right now, guess who is winning? Guess who winning? Guess who winning? Wait till they come back on TikTok. Let me tell y'all, all money is not good money. Let me tell y'all who winning. At one time, a lot of people was ashamed of their autistic family member. They was ashamed of their autistic children. A lot of people kept their family sheltered, right? And hey, nephew, a lot of people was afraid of, like, for instance, let me make me out an example. When I first got in a wheelchair, people used to stare at me. And I had a nasty disposition about myself. I used to be like, damn, you never saw nobody in a wheelchair? I had a nasty attitude when I first got in a wheelchair because people used to be staring at me, looking at me, and I'd be saying, damn, you ain't never saw a woman in a wheelchair. But that was my early stage of being in a wheelchair. So as time went on, I had to realize and change my persona, change my attitude and my ways, because people was curious. Like, damn, she in a wheelchair. And this people that they didn't told me that she in a wheelchair, she pretty. I want that. Most white people that asked me why I was in a wheelchair, they thought maybe I was in a car accident. And when I tell them a little bit of the story, they'll be like, damn, you only hear that. You only see that on the movies. They was so in tune on what happened to me, right? But the people now that have kids with autism, kids that have cerebral palsy, whatever they have, I am so proud of a lot of y'all that y'all not ashamed of y'all children anymore. And we winning. We in a winning season. They wondering why, like Shamar, Shamar is built different, and Bossy, these people from TikTok that a lot of y'all might not know unless you have TikTok. We got Bossy, she deformed, in her face a little bit, but her confidence is real high. And we got what's the other one name? We got the other one that's in a wheelchair. Him and his wife, they married now. They got a baby they just had, both of them in a wheelchair. And we are in a winning season because God allowed y'all to see that we do matter. Even if you don't have no limbs, we still in a winning season because God's showing y'all his miracle. Even one young lady, she don't have no hands. She only have a little of her arms, and she cook. She do everything with her feet. And the other young lady, she braid hair with her feet. So God is putting it in y'all face and showing y'all his miracle, and y'all still not getting it. Y'all still not getting it. Y'all caught up in y'all emotions and y'all jealous spirits till y'all don't want to see a person have a nickel more than y'all. And it's sad. Hearing that, it's sad because it's enough for all of us. Why you want to have all the money in the world? You want to have all this, but you don't want nobody else to have it. I never could understand, which I do understand, how the rich people have more than enough money. They'll never run out of money, but they want more money. Why not fall back and say, I made enough now? Let me get somebody else the opportunity to make some money. I done made more than enough to where my children I never have to work a day in my life. So why? Because you rich, you got to start having concerts. Tickets $1,000. And the poor people is the ones, some of the poor people is the ones that spend their money on the rich people. I'm just saying. The majority of the poor people that can't afford, to go to these expensive concerts and all that, is the ones that, because the love that they have for these people, they're willing to spend $1,000 to go to the concerts and all that. Some shit I'm just not gonna do. It's some shit I'm not. I can have millions of dollars and I don't care who you is. It's just some shit I'm not gonna do. I'm not. You got all the money in the world, and I'm gonna donate more money to you, and you got billions of dollars. What I look like? Oh, giving Bill Gates $1 million and he a billionaire. Y'all got to make shit make sense. They got more money and they want more money. Come on, man. Nobody should be starving. Nobody should be hungry. But I understand some people when it come down to you and a family member and God blesses you, and not everybody won't be your best friend. Everybody want, oh, I know Ann, and I've been around Ann, and that's my girl. Well, where you was when I asked you to share my damn life? I wasn't your girl then. I wasn't your friend then. Where you was? Where y'all was? Or where y'all at? But it's okay. So you got to be built for this. You got to be built for the ones who in the background. When you know they're there, but they in their mind, they think you don't know they're there. I know y'all there. I know how this game go. But is I'm going to stop because it says 5, 16, 3? Nah, I'm going to work harder. I'm going to keep working harder. Because y'all want me to quit, huh? Y'all want me to give up, huh? Y'all want me to throw in the towel, huh? Well, guess what? Right string, wrong yo-yo. Right string, wrong yo-yo over here, Miss Thing. I ain't never been no quitter. I came too far to quit. Why would I? Thank you, Queen. Why would I? I'm a soldier and I ain't in the army. Why would I quit? Why would I quit now that my life is not perfect, but I'm at peace within myself? So why would I? I came too far to get to where I'm at to say I give up. Give up? Girl, please. Give up on what? On me? Never that. Hard work pays off. Even when the enemy don't want you to. Even when the enemy don't want you. I know they missed me on Instagram. Because I ain't gonna lie, for 2 days, I came over here and gave y'all love over here on TikTok. So I neglect them over there on IG because they call themselves playing with me too. But at the end of the day, I'm doing what I want to do. If I feel like that's where I want to be tomorrow, I will. If I don't, oh well, they'll love me more probably when they see me again. But right now, I'm over here with y'all. And at the end of the day, but I know this yesterday it was different and today is different. But at the end of the day, Tell y'all friends that I'm still going to keep going live, whether they like me or not. Mm-hmm. And the ones who don't share the live and don't show me no love, tell them I'm going to keep on driving till the wheels fall off. Mm-hmm. I ain't going to stop. I ain't going to stop. And see the ones in the back, when I get there, sooner than later, and y'all raise your hand, put that hand down. I ain't see it then. Because in other words, I'm telling y'all, I know where I'm going, but I want y'all to keep that same energy when I get there. Y'all want to love me from a distance, ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's a whole new group of people who don't even know me yet about to see me. And all I remember is Wendy, Janice, Paula, Monique, Sandra, Wanda, Corianne, Linda, Pam, Jocelyn. I remember y'all. Ohio, Sandra, my daughter. Hey, Ava, love you too, Mama Ava. I'm going to remember that. See, one thing about a person, when they tell their life story, every day, I can come on here and tell y'all something I told y'all 10 years ago if y'all been following me. That's when a person not lying. So I go on the internet and I listen to some people and they tell a story and then they tell a story again. And I be like, dang, what she said a couple of months ago. See, you could run game on some of the people. But how you going to bring game to Poker Brothers when they invented all the Tonka game? You can't bring game to me. Even though I didn't let some people think they got away, but they only got by. If you felt like you got over on me, you got over on your damn self, and you really didn't get over. You only got by because we pay for everything that we do. That's why when somebody do something to me and they be like, okay. I know how to walk away like, you got that. Or you said it was like that, and I know better. Okay, you got that. I ain't worried about it. You say I ain't make nothing. You say I ain't got no money. You ain't got my money. All right. If you say all right, you keep that. Because I know deep down inside, you're gonna lose that and some. It happened to me. Jackers get jacked, robbers get robbed, piums get pium. Ain't nobody exempt from life. Oh, Pat, I'm sorry, I ain't see you, Pat. Patty, I ain't see you. I ain't trying to leave nobody out. Terror, nobody out. I love everybody. I would never leave you, nor to forsake you. I'm just saying. And, so at the end of the day, I don't care if they're not on, people not on here, they show their true color. But you got to keep going. You got to keep going. I don't know how to make, like, people actually, this is a job for them. They get paid to go on the internet and talk and do all kind of stuff. I don't know how to do all that. I mean, I don't have people around me saying, hey, you could do this and this and that. I might have some shit turned off that should be turned on, and I don't know that. But guess what? At the end of the day, it is what it is. When the time comes, it's right there. Like I said, I never put in so much work in my life. I never really had to work hard. I come from a family with money. I ain't never had to put in so much work. And then the things that I chose to do, the hustle and jack and do all that, that was something that I wanted to do. That's not something that I had to do. My grandma always had. My family always had. We had family business from when I was a little girl. I didn't have to go out. I didn't have to go work for nobody. I didn't have to go punch in nobody's clock. The only time I had to punch in the clock is my family grocery store when my grandma opened, when she closed. So whatever I did out there, that's what I want to do. And guess what? I paid a price for everything that I did. And it's okay. Because he left me here. He could have took me and said, you know what? You did so much in your life. Now it's time for you to leave this earth. But he left me here. He left me here for a reason. That's why he left me here. Anytime it take all these people to team up on you, you got to be doing something right. You got to be doing something right for people to, I mean, just, I mean, it's unbelievable. All the, if I sit down and write down all the name of the people and all the stuff that they done did to me that they think justifiable, and I name all the people and tell y'all I never did nothing to that one, to that one, to that one, to that one, to that. All these people I never did nothing to, but the enemy is using them against me and my children. It's the enemy. It's the trick of the enemy. See, Satan mad at me. He mad because he can't have me no more. So he like, well, I can't have you. I know who I can go after, and I know who I can hurt you with. So he try to go after the weakest link. Like, oh, I can't have you, the mom. I can't have the daddy. So I'm about to show you. That's how the enemy work. But you got to be strong. You gotta be able to identify the enemy when you see him. And everything that's going on in my life with me and my girls is the trick of the enemy. Because I can say that my girls wasn't raised like that. My baby girls was my girls. I love children. All my children was my children. I protected my children. I made sure my children didn't have to go out there and a man or turn trick. My girls ain't have to do the things that I did. My girls didn't turn out to be like I was. Come on, somebody, to God be the glory. I was in the streets. My girls didn't turn out like me. And that's a blessing. Now, the enemy using my girls to turn their back on me. If they would look around and realize they got one of the most phenomenal mother in the world. They got a beautiful mother on the inside and the outside that would do almost anything in the world for them, and they know it. But the enemy got a stronghold on my girls to make my girls feel like I'm the worst person in the world, and I'm not. And I'm not. But I'm going to continue to pray for my daughters because at the end of the day, they know better. And I'm going to continue to ask Jehovah to have mercy on their soul. And guess what? Sooner than later, they're going to have to bow down. They're going to have to bow down, whether they want to or not. Whether they want to or not. Because it's going to stare them in their face. And they're going to have to get it right. Whether they want to or not, they're going to have to. And out of all the children I have and all the things I did, I can say that they are not like me. They're not like me. I know who gonna take shit, and I know who ain't. They got one that got a lot of me in him. He got a lot of me in him. And he listened to me. I got both of my boys. I got one boy that's low key. I got another boy, he ain't nothing to play with. That's me. He might smile and y'all might take him for granted, but that's me. He ain't going out there looking for no trouble, but don't bring trouble to him. He don't bother nobody, but in a lot of ways, he like me. My oldest son, he low key. You ain't gonna hear him coming. He like a thief in the night. He'll sneak up on you and bite you. That's my oldest boy. My two girls, they got their own personality. My baby girl is smart as a whip. She could read a book with her eyes closed. She got a master's. She got every degree it is. But she's not a street survivor. My other daughter, fashion designer. She like to have her way. She caught up in her own little spirit. She want to be in control. She won't be the only one fashionable She don't want me to outdo her when it comes down to dressing, but you get it from your mom. You couldn't have got it from a better person. You every bit split image of me. You're fine, you're beautiful, but at the end of the day, my persona, my spirit. You got to have that spirit. See, when my girls wake up and realize that at the end of the day, this not right with me and my mama, then God could do what he really want to do for my daughters. Don't get me wrong, none of my children really want for nothing. But the peace, the joy, and the happiness. Because I remember my daughter telling me, my young daughter telling me she went to counseling. So I said, I don't know what kind of counseling you had, because that ain't changed your ways. Because if you went to a good counselor, what your counselor told you about your mother and your father. Because if you had a good counselor, you wouldn't be acting the way that you acting with your mama right now. See, my baby girl thinks she know everything. She thinks she know everything. And she have her little days. I know she have her little days because I feel her spirit. That's not my daughters. The way shit been going on with me and my daughters, that is not my daughters. That's not the girls I read. My baby girl know the word. She studied the word. It's a stronghold that's fighting against me with my daughters. And devil, you gonna lose them. I decree and I declare, you gonna release my daughters in the name of Jesus. Them two girls are not my daughters. That's a spirit, and it's a stronghold. And somebody, I rebuke you, Satan, in the name of Jesus. Somebody been doing witchcraft. Somebody been praying against me and my children. Somebody trying to divide me and my children and trying to pass it down to me and my grandchildren. But I rebuke you, Satan, in the name of Jesus. No weapon formed against me and my children and my grandchildren and my family shall prosper. And every tongue that rises up against us shall be condemned. You can't have them. They're not yours. You can't have them. You can't have them. But I see all these spirits around my children. I see all these demonic spirits that's got a strong hold on my daughters. And I rebuke them spirits. I rebuke them up off of my girls. See, my boys, see, little Corey told me something that I never forget. My baby boy. He said, Mama, every time you say something, it always come to pass. So he'll avoid me. He not going to call me and ask me what I think about certain things, because he know if I say that's what it is, that's what it is. But one thing I know about my baby boy, he know wrong from right. It's like he caught up in the middle. He love his daddy and he love his mom. He love his children. He love his children mama. And he love his mama. So he caught up in a situation to where he don't want to do nothing to destroy the relationship with him and his children. Because my son would love to have his children around his mom. For whatever reason, the stuff is going the way it's going, my son still loves me. Because when I go to his house, he bring my grandchildren outside to me. He tell them he asks them who that is. He allowed them to know that this is my mom. And he doing everything that he should do as a young man. And I tell my hat to my son, because he trying to be the best son that he can be, but he caught up in the middle of some shit. And my oldest son just humble. He just humble. I don't have no problem at all with him. He just stays distant. He ain't gonna let nobody play with his mom, but he stays distant. And my two girls is being manipulated. My two girls is being manipulated. I can call some names and I see them plain as day and they be laughing. It's like a spirit, y'all. It's like a spirit that posts their pictures online with a little evil smurf like saying to me like, aha, that's how the devil is. They post their pictures where I can see it and they put a little smurf on it. You know, like somebody, they not really laughing, but they put a smiling face that like somebody wink their eye and say, uh-huh. You know, a little sarcastic. That's the type of pictures they put up. And when I see their pictures, I bypass it. Because I say, see right there, that's the enemy. And they want me to see, like, in other words, they saying, you ain't running nothing. They want me to see like, aha, like, yeah, I know you saying talking all that shit on the internet, but we still had it our way. See, the enemy think they in control. And they boasting and bragging and putting it in my face so I could see it. And at the end of the day, they ain't doing nothing but hurting themselves by trying to come against me. You know what I'm saying? And when I see the pictures, you know, like I blocked them, certain individuals, I blocked them on Instagram. But I ain't blocked them on YouTube and Facebook. So now they done came to Facebook and say, well, she ain't blocked me on TikTok. She ain't blocked me on Facebook. She blocked me on Instagram. So let's put it in her face on TikTok, Facebook. Let's put it where she can see it. So what I want y'all to know, because y'all pickaboos on TikTok and y'all pickaboos on Facebook. I see y'all. But let me tell y'all something. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that rise up against me gonna be condemned. But devil, I see you. I see y'all. I see y'all teaming up, devil. But guess what? Y'all fighting a losing battle. Because I'm one of his. Like I see it, he see each and every one of y'all. See, he in rooms that I'm not in. When y'all discussing me and having a little meeting talking about me, thinking y'all won over me. Y'all could never win over a child of God when y'all not even trying to do the right thing within yourself. Y'all still trying to keep up mess and confusion, even to the grandchildren. But see, let me tell y'all something, Miss Thing. See, you got a problem with your husband because your husband cheated on you several times. And your husband cheated on you several times. And I know without a shadow of doubt that they cheated because at the end of the day, I know some of the people they didn't cheated on y'all with. But it ain't none of my business and y'all are not my friends. So at the end of the day, why would I stoop as low as telling y'all who they been cheating on y'all with? But that's y'all taste of matter. See, misery love company. And birds of a feather flop together. That's why a lot of y'all flopping together. So when y'all call yourself thinking y'all teaming up on me, y'all got bigger fish to fry. The men that y'all married that y'all think y'all so in love with and ain't so in love with y'all. When a man love you, he don't cheat on you. And then not only that, if he really love you, he gonna love you enough to not to allow you to find out that he didn't cheated on you. Since y'all got husbands but y'all got husbands, but y'all still worrying about little old me that don't even have a husband. Seem like to me, y'all putting in too much energy worrying about me. When y'all should be worrying about saving y'all souls, when at the end of the day, you got a husband at the end of the day, Y'all got a husband to say y'all got a husband, huh? I'm just saying. I'd rather be by myself than to say I'm still gonna be with him, even though I know he's still in love with somebody else. Don't try to prove a point to me and fight against me when at the end of the day you got other fishes to fry. Just because a man married you don't mean he ain't still in love with the other woman that was before you. See, that's y'all problem. Y'all so caught up into worrying about Ann Mays and what's going on in Ann Mays' life to where y'all can't see what's going on in your own household. I'm just saying. Because your husband mess around on you and your husband mess around on you and y'all be hanging together. And what y'all be talking about? How he cheat, how they cheat on both of y'all. But of course, y'all still gonna stay in a relationship. You know why? Because y'all worrying about what people gonna say. Because y'all always want to be a wife. And now that y'all a wife, y'all think y'all husband is perfect and y'all never got cheated on. But I forgot y'all the type of women that say, you know what? I don't care if he out there sleeping around or cheating. That's still my husband. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, girl. My best friend right there. So a lot of y'all around here perpetrating the fraud and people on the outside looking in thinking y'all living a happy marriage life when y'all not happy within yourself. I'm just saying. It's something for you to be married to a man, but you insecure inside because you know deep down inside he's still in love with his baby mama or his ex. Thank you, Queen. See what I'm saying? So y'all could lie to some of the people all the time, but at the end of the day, I always tell y'all to leave me alone so I don't have to expose y'all. Because your friend got a friend, your friend got a friend, your friend got a friend, your friend got a friend. And some of y'all be wondering how and get to know some of y'all business. Watch some of the friends that y'all keep. I'm just saying, that's really not your friends. I'm just saying, because I know a lot about a lot of y'all. I just haven't revealed it yet. I'm just saying. Because there ain't that much hate in the world. It ain't that much hate in the world. How can all y'all women dislike this one little old lady in a wheelchair? That speak volume. I gotta be one of the baddest women coming out of New Orleans for so much hate and anger. Why? And then the cool part about it, the people that hate you and don't like you don't have nothing to do with nothing. Then it didn't drop. They brought it all the way down to the next generation. Now they got the children disliking Miss Ann because of the lies that they told. And you know why a lot of them mad? Because they lied to their children. And now I'm on the internet exposing their family secrets. Oh, wow, I should have never told your son. I should have never told your daughter what you've been lying to them about for decades. I should have never told them that, huh? Wow. But I did. Or when you was going to tell your son, or when you was going to tell your daughter, but you lied to your son or your daughter about Ann Mays, and now that Ann Mays is well known around the world or on the internet, now y'all big mad. But if y'all would have left me alone, I wouldn't be on the internet. If y'all would have just left me alone, I wouldn't have told everybody some of the shit I told them. But since y'all want to play with me and y'all want to say, oh, she had a peace bond and she did this and she was scared of her and she was like this, since y'all want to make me look like the bad guy, well, let me just tell everybody the truth, because a lot of people don't know the truth. I didn't have some of y'all to lie in my face to me about me. How you gonna lie and say I did something in my face? Well, and I did used to do what? How you gonna lie to me about me? I did no such a thing. Now, if I did something and I did what you saying I did, I'm gonna say, yeah, I did it. But why y'all, some of y'all is habitual liars. How can you lie in my face and tell me I did something that I know damn well I didn't do? One thing about Annie, if she did it, say, yeah, I did that. Now what? I did it. I ain't got no reason to lie, but a lot of y'all is mad because I was in the house with y'all. I was in the house with a lot of y'all. So y'all mad, and some of y'all is afraid of what I'm gonna say because y'all know I know a lot of things about y'all. So y'all wondering in y'all mind, y'all know how to take me off, but y'all being very cautious that y'all don't tick me off. Because if y'all tick me off, then I'm gonna explode on everybody. Now everybody's secret coming out. So y'all got a minimum of what y'all try to do to me. See y'all posting little pictures and all of that and want me to see all the little stuff that y'all do. Thank you, Kimberly. And want me to see all the little stuff that y'all do a minimum. Because y'all in y'all mind, oh, well, ain't. We gonna throw this in our face. But somebody telling y'all better leave the girl alone. And somebody praying, saying, please don't let her expose me. Please don't let her talk about me. It's one thing for somebody to talk about you and don't know you. And it's another thing for me to talk about y'all and I'm in-house. Like they be saying, I got receipts. I got facts. I can put all the puzzles together. I got dates. I got names. I got time. Everything that I say, I can bring y'all to it and bring y'all through it. I ain't only got to talk about it. I can post names, pictures, words, faces. I got all that. Everybody I talk about, I got a face to go with who I talk about. So since I'm so of a bad person, a messy person, why don't I start putting a name to everybody I talk about and a face to everybody I talk about? Won't I just start down the line and telling y'all who everybody is and telling y'all what they got going on? Why don't I just start exposing some of y'all? I'm asking some of y'all to leave me alone before I go back on some shit that y'all done did and expose y'all. It ain't never too late to expose y'all. So y'all want to keep on playing this game? Y'all want to keep on thinking y'all in control? Y'all want to keep on posting shit where I can see it? And I done told y'all to leave me alone. So if I'm asking y'all in a nice way to leave me alone and y'all still playing the card game for 31 years, I ain't gonna take it lightly when I go off. Y'all think y'all mad now. Oh, I forgot y'all say that's messy. I'm messy because I'm exposing some things that y'all didn't want other people to know. Oh, wow. Y'all didn't want people to know? That's why y'all can't come on the internet and say, oh, she lying. That's why y'all can't say that. Because y'all know if y'all ever play with me and say I'm lying, I'm coming up with receipts, times, and dates. Then I'm going to really air y'all. Oh, the book coming out. The book is being written. It is. So at the end of the day, it is. So at the end of the day, y'all keep on doing what y'all doing, perpetrating the fraud, acting like y'all scared of me when y'all see me and all that kind of stuff. Talking about, I'm a bully. Somebody even must say that I try to bully them. And I say, I'd be ashamed to see somebody in a wheelchair trying to bully me. Now, why would you go and tell somebody I try to bully you from the wheelchair? Are you serious? You mean to tell me Aunt, Aunt Mays in a wheelchair is still bullying people? Now, girl, you need to go in timeout. I have never heard of such a thing in my life for somebody to say, oh, she tried to bully me. She tried to bully you now or then? Because back then she ain't know you. So basically what you saying is her in a wheelchair. Her in a wheelchair? Her in a wheelchair? Try to bully you in a wheelchair? Now, girl, now that's diabolical. You mean to tell me I'll be ashamed of I'm a pause. I'll be ashamed of myself ashamed to say a woman in a wheelchair is bullying me. Oh, wow. Y'all really trying to set me up, huh? Y'all really trying to set me up by telling people me in a wheelchair. Me. Yeah, she tried to bully me. Girl, you mean to tell me you walking around and you could look down on me and you stand up and you could look down on me and you telling people that I bully you? I'm trying to bully you from the wheelchair? I don't know when y'all gonna stop lying. Stop. Can y'all please stop lying? You know how stupid that made you sound when you say, and she tried to bully you? God damn. Why would you tell somebody that? Now, why? Did I ever ask you for anything? Lord have mercy on their soul. I never thought that somebody would actually think that I really tried to bully them from a wheelchair. Y'all raise my right hand to Jehovah. Somebody literally told people that I tried to bully them recently from the wheelchair. I'm like, well, damn. So now she got people thinking I tried to bully her when I ain't never did her nothing a day in my life. Never. But if you play it with me or you try to disrespect me, checkmate. I'm going to check you. So, me checking you, bully you? Nah, if I check you, I'm checking you about something you try to do to me. So I wouldn't call that bully. That's letting you know I ain't the one to be played with. I'm just saying, people come up with the darnest things. People just say anything. And I be saying it. Like, why? Why y'all feel some type of way? Why y'all feel some type of way about a person that I don't bother nobody. I don't bother nobody. But to bring ass, you're going to get ass. But if I don't bother you, I stay in my own lane. I got a handicap tag, so I stay in the handicap, Now I stay with the wheelchair people. Lies. But literally, I don't bother nobody. I really don't. The majority of the time, I be by myself. I don't need a group of people to be with me to validate me, or even when I'm outside. I don't need nobody to be with me. I don't need nobody to be around me. If I'm with somebody, I'm with somebody that got love for me or somebody show me love. But I don't need an entourage. Because you can have a group of people with you and still get your head knocked off. Literally. So I can stand alone because I know who I am. I don't need nobody. Oh, you need me? Nah. If it's necessary, I can call a couple of people all around the world. But for what? For what? Most people that's in a wheelchair, they're in a wheelchair for a reason. I don't know about them, but I know me. I'm in a wheelchair for a reason. Don't get it twisted. He set me down for a reason. Even though he left me here, but it's a reason behind me being in a wheelchair. And I'm just saying, pop you, stop you. Literally, I'm going to pop you. You know, the enemy did what he did. Jehovah allowed it to happen. And I'm here. And I'm set free. So a lot of people that don't know me, they don't get it. But at the end of the day, me being in a wheelchair saved my life. It really did. Because for the people that don't know me, I ain't on here trying to make it seem like, oh, I was Miss Goody Two Shoes. I ain't never went out there and try to, head bust and all that. I ain't on here trying to make it seem like, oh, I ain't never did nothing. If y'all think that's going to come out of my mouth, y'all madly mistaken. I did that. I ain't do that, but I did that. Hey, ain't never been no coward. Don't get it twisted by people. Because people be saying, oh, well, you're in a wheelchair and the person that did it to you still walking around. Yeah. I ain't want my leg back. I ain't got to get my leg back. My leg already been getting back. Jehovah going to get them their leg back. Because whatever you do, you got to get that back. I got it back. So let them get it back. However they get it back, that's on them and Jehovah. But I wasn't exempt from karma and nobody else is. No matter what way y'all look at it, it wasn't justifiable. A coward bring a pum to a fist fight. Some of y'all cowards, and y'all feel like y'all gotta pick up a pum and unalive somebody at a fight. You're a coward. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Some of y'all cowards because y'all don't even want to shut a lie. Some of y'all scared to shut a lie because y'all worrying about what somebody or your friend gonna say us. Somebody saying you shut a lie. If somebody don't like somebody, y'all ain't sharing a lie because y'all knew somebody that y'all knew that knew somebody that knew somebody else that knew somebody else. Y'all scared to shut a lie because once somebody see that you share the lie, now y'all ain't friends no more with y'all duck ass. How about that? How about that? Y'all ever seen anybody in a wheelchair? They got people in a wheelchair that'll be on the front line faster than some of y'all that's walking. Power to the people. Some people in wheelchair got war wounds. The wheelchair saved their life. How about that? Don't think when you see people in a wheelchair, that be their little warning. Like, you're in a wheelchair, but you ought to be grateful because I still give you a purpose to be here. I got a purpose. And I'm going to fulfill that purpose with y'all or without y'all. And yeah, in my mind, I feel like all the videos I done made 200 some videos on YouTube, should have went viral a couple of times. But no, not in my time, in his time. Because at the end of the day, world keep on changing and changing. And now the people don't want to hear that. The people want to hear the worldly stuff. They won't do the worldly stuff. They won't. If you ain't talking about the worldly stuff, they're running from you. But I guarantee within a couple of months, they're going to be running over here because they're going to need a word. They're going to go to watching my old videos. They're going to want to be saved. Some people don't save them because they don't want to be saved. And some people want to be saved. But the world we're living in right now is wicked. And we got a lot of wicked people in the world that don't want to be saved right now. That's going along to get along. Meanwhile, Terrell in the building. We got a lot of people that don't want to be saved right now. Until it come knocking on their door. Then they're going to drop to their knees. Then they want God to save them. No, I tried to save you. You weren't ready? Now I'm allow you to go to what you got to go to. We still got to go to. Even though you repent and say, Lord, I'm sorry, you still got to reap what you sow. Ain't that something? Lord, I'm sorry. I repent for my sins. I never do it again. You still got to reap what you sow. You still got to pay for that. You still got to get that back. One way or another, you still got to get it back. So take accountability and be transparent and don't do it no more. But the bottom line is that we still got to reap what we sow. I'm just saying. I'll be lying to y'all if I tell y'all that everything I did I ain't paid for. Oh, I paid for it for a mighty long time. I thought it wasn't going to never stop. I was going through day after day after day after day after month after month after month until one day I woke up and I was like, you know what? Enough is enough. And I'm done. See, you got to be done. You got to be done. But see, when y'all start thinking y'all better than other people or making yourself feel like you better than somebody, like you ain't never been through nothing in your life, because we all then been through some stuff. And if you still keep living on God green earth, you're going to go through some stuff that you ain't even was prepared to go through. I'm just saying. Y'all think I was prepared to go through what I've been going through with my kids? I wasn't prepared for that. But I cried a many days and a many nights wondering why they treat me like that. Why? Asking them for forgiveness for stuff so small and they hold a grudge so big. How could you not care whether or not your parents live or die? How? How could you not think about today could be your mom or your daddy last day? This could be their last minute, their last hour, their last second. And how could you live with yourself knowing that you got a mother or father out there that's crying out for your love and you don't even want to embrace the love that they want to give you? Well, and somebody don't have a mother or father in which they did have a mother or father. Ain't that something? Somebody want what I'm willing to give. And somebody don't want what I'm willing to give. Somebody saying, I wish that was my mama. I wish that was my kid's grandmother. Somebody wish I was a part of their family. Because they don't have that. And you got me that want to be a part of my children and my grandchildren. I want to be a part of their life. And they don't even want me to be a part of their life. Just imagine that. Just imagine raising your children and doing everything for them. And all your life you want a big family and you want daughters and granddaughters and grandchildren. And you get that and an enemy come and snatch that away from you. And be like, yeah, I know that was going to make you happy, but since you won't go over there with Jehovah, I'm going to use your children and your grandchildren against you. That's what he's trying to do, but he's not going to win. I promise you he's not going to win. And all these different spirits on the internet not going to win either. That think y'all, oh, y'all so high and mighty, that look down on me. And I ain't going to lie to y'all. I tried to be a part of organizations where I could help people. I try to do things like for us be an advocate for people with HIV and all that. And you know what people showed me? We don't want your help. And I'm like, damn, is it that bad? Because who don't want help? Who don't want to get help for people? So it's the spirit that's in me. See, people see something in you that they don't like. And at the end of the day, it's something about me that they don't like, that they can't gravitate. So at the end of the day, instead of them embracing what I have to give, they're like, nah, we don't want you to be no part of none of this. Fat boy. We don't want you. We don't want your help. See, when you transition and you change your life for the better, it's a lonely feeling. It's a spirit that make you feel like you don't have nobody. When you do, see, I know I have people that really, really love me. See what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it still make you feel lonely sometimes. That's only because you change your life. You're not the person that you used to be. So now you can identify the difference between good and evil. So I got all the people right here that want to be saved, that want to do the right thing, that have been through stuff in their life. So it's us. And I guarantee you, the people that follow me, they going through stuff. Even though they follow me, they still got their own stuff that they deal with on a day-to-day basis. But at the end of the day, they still striving and still want to hear the word and still want to be delivered. But at the end of the day, God is still changing each and every one of us. Right now, He's changing each and every one of us day by day. And the people who over here is the people that's supposed to be over here because they being delivered. He using me to deliver them. And it's more people gonna come. But at the end of the day, I could never forget the people I started out with. So when God deliver us, we got to be prepared. And a lot of people are not prepared for deliverance. Ain't Queen? So the people that's not prepared for deliverance, yeah, they're going to look at you some type of way. Because at the end of the day, everything that I do is not for me. Do y'all not know the person that I am now? My heart get heavy because I be feeling some of y'all's spirit. And it be times where I be saying, you know what, I don't feel like it today. And on the strength of me feeling y'all spirit, I force myself. Because now that y'all follow me, and I know y'all by names and by seeing y'all so much on my platform, now my spirit that I have now, I can identify certain things that y'all go through, if that makes sense to y'all. In other words, let me say this. Even though I don't know some of y'all personally, but I can tell some of y'all what y'all going through. I can feel y'all spirit. I can feel when somebody need me. I can feel it. And even when I get off the live, I be saying things that Jehovah allowed me to say because I know right now, people that's on my live right now, hey Shalita, that's on my live right now, is dealing with similar, some of the things that I'm dealing with right now. Just because I talk about and be open with my feelings, everybody not like that. But some people come over here because they're looking for a word, and I give it to them. I give it to them. I only speak on what Jehovah allowed me to speak on. That's why I say a lot of y'all that's on here, y'all being transformed. Y'all trying to figure out why y'all going through what y'all going through is because y'all being delivered. And when you being transformed and you being delivered, it's all kind of stuff go to happening. Even much, some of y'all then change y'all life, but y'all still dipping in dabbing. And when you decide to make a choice and you say, Lord, please forgive me. And one thing I want y'all to understand about Jehovah, he forgive us, but he don't want us to take his kindness for being a fool. Like, in other words, if you know God forgave you for what you did yesterday or the day before, don't constantly keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over. Because it'll come a time where he be like, you know what? Now I didn't forgive you. And you still now you taking me for granted. If I forgave you and I didn't forgive you more than one time, it's going to be one of these last times I'm going to have to take my hand off you because now you need to be chastised. I don't ever want to go through that ever again where I repent for my sin and I turn around and did it again and again until I bumped my head. He said, then I tell you, leave him alone. And that's how he working on some of y'all. It's a process that y'all got to go through. And it's like baby steps. It's like, Lord, I know I'm not perfect. And I know I fall short. And somebody's saying, Lord, just give me one more chance. Somebody on here right now, Lord, just give me one more chance to get it right. And he's going to give you another chance. But if you constantly keep doing the same thing, he's going to take his hands off you. And when he take his hands off you, it's not going to be a good feeling. Somebody crying out for their children. Somebody crying out for their grandchildren. God told you to get out the way. And you still putting your hand in something he told you to get out the way. Now, how you going to deal with them and work on your family, your children, your friends, whoever it is you praying for? You is not in control. You don't have enough power to get them out the situation that they're in. Now you say, God, I'm going to give it to you. Well, if you give it to him, why you keep on doing what he told you not to do? I've been there. I've been there. He said, I know that's your child, but you are my child. You are my son. You are my daughter. And I chastise you. You are my child. They hurt you. They disrespect you. They mistreat you. And I chastise you for what you used to do. And you're supposed to chastise them. So since you're not chastising them, I got to step in. And he going to step in. And you might not like it. Either you going to surrender. Either you going to tell your children wrong from right. And you're going to lead them not astray. Or he going to step in. And when Jehovah step in, you not going to like it. Hey, Queen. Hey, Bonnie. You not going to like it. See, God chastised me. Y'all on the outside looking in. I tell you all the time, I don't want no sympathy. Empathize. I'm in a wheelchair for a reason. But I'm still here. I'm still alive. And I come on this internet every day because I don't want y'all to to trade places with what I've been through. I'm trying to get y'all to get delivered. And you still can enjoy your life. You still can travel. You can go out. You can enjoy your life. But at the end of the day, know who in control over your life. You're not in control over your own life. Because if you was in control over your own life would be totally destroyed. See, he still got his hands on us. Even though we fall short, he still got his hands on us. Because we're not out there in the wilderness. The ones in the wilderness, everybody's God's children. No, everybody now. Satan got his children that works for him. And God got his children. That's why he said, where there's good, there's evil. Where there's good, there's bad. They got people that literally every day wake up to do wrong day after day. They don't see no other way. In their mind, I ain't gonna never stop doing this. I ain't gonna never stop doing that. So at the end of the day, they gotta bump their head. That's why they got jail houses. And some of y'all crying because some of y'all kids and y'all adult kids are incarcerated, and y'all crying and y'all praying and want them. Some of them is safe in jail. Some of them got time in jail because he saved them. Some of y'all get an opportunity to go visit y'all children and somebody came and visit theirs. And some of y'all trying to unalive somebody else's child and y'all mad with the person, mother whose child was unalive and your child unalive their child. But at the you reap what you sow. Some of y'all don't realize life is life. Your child could go out there and commit a crime and do some dirt to somebody else's child. But the minute somebody do something to your child, you screaming and ramping and raving, talking about, oh, they did my child wrong. But you ain't never admit to the fact that your child did a lot of people wrong. See, a lot of y'all got to practice what y'all preach. A lot of y'all don't sit down and tell y'all children they going to need Jehovah in their life. I don't care if it's a black boy, a black girl, she out there on the corner or whatever. You still need to deliver and say, you know what? At the end of the day, I know I don't like your lifestyle, but at the end of the day, God still loves you. That's the life you chose. That's what you want to do at the end of the day. But I'm still going to tell you, Jehovah still loves you. In spite of your imperfection, he still loves you. And this not the route that you have to take. A lot of us take the wrong pathway. I did what I wanted to do. And I was taught the word. I was taught Catholic. But I still did what I wanted to do. And I wound up in a wheelchair. But at the end of the day, what if this my karma for everything I did? And you think I want you around here feeling sorry for me? I know what I did. I don't feel sorry for myself. I'm good. Take a lick and keep on ticking. The best thing in the world could have happened to me is me still being alive to raise 4 children that turn their back on me. But I'm still here. I ain't mad at nobody. I ain't even mad at the devil. The devil did what he did. But what about what I did when I was working for him? We all got a past. And my past do not define me. That's the topic for the day. Do not let your past consume or define you. Because my past is my past. And everything I did in my past, oh well. I will say this. Whatever you're doing in your past, if it's negative or positive, you still got to pay for it. Whatever you pour in, that's what you get out. If you pour in negative and you be with that negative and you're out there in the wilderness with the wicked people, and you doing whatever they doing, it's consequences and repercussion by everything that we do. So you can get with this or you can get with that. It's us versus them. Who you think gonna win? So y'all can play with me all the time, all on social media, not sharing alive and all that. And y'all, I see all y'all be smiling, grinning people's face that don't like y'all and all that shit, all that fake shit and all that shit. But that's y'all. That's some shit that I ain't about to continue to do. You smiling, grinning all my face, and I see on the internet. At the end of the day, all y'all supposed to care so much about me, like me, and all that shit there. But all y'all that's on here, if I got 16 people on here, 16 people should be sharing alive. I got 9, 10 people on here, 10 people should be sharing alive. I got 4, 5 people that I see. That's how many people should be sharing alive. When I get off of here, it's going to tell me how many people was on every platform. But yet and still, oh, I love me saying, oh, I love her, but you don't love me enough to share the live or to press the heart button to show me some love. You don't love me that much. But it's okay because I got a man that said, I never leave you nor to forsake you. And he said, trust no man. One man. He said, I will never leave you nor to forsaking you. I know without a shadow of doubt, Jehovah loved me. I got a pum right here in the middle of my chest. I was in a coma and he left me here. Somebody ain't me. That speaks volume. How about that? All right, boss mom. I'm still here. I'm still alive. I'm still alive, but y'all being controlled by certain people. We being controlled by the internet because the people behind the scenes, they let whatever they want to go live, go viral, they let This one, they control the internet, the algorithm. They control the internet. But Jehovah controls the world. When somebody say Satan, no, Jehovah controls his people and Satan got his people. But who you think gonna win? Satan wants y'all to believe that he winning. He winning with his people. They ain't worrying about the afterlife. They worrying about the life, the now. I'm worrying about making it in. And I can say for sure I done made it in. All you got to do is acknowledge him for who he is. And a lot of people denying him. That's why they don't want to hear. They don't want to hear that because they thinking in their mind, the wicked got them thinking, oh, you so holier than thou. Oh, they're a hypocrite and all this. A person a hypocrite because they talk about God and they still imperfect. So I'm a hypocrite if I get on the internet and talk about God, and then they might see me out there and I might say one or two curse words. So now I became a hypocrite. Well, nobody's perfect and we imperfect people. But one thing about me, I'm working on me. What about some of y'all? What about some of y'all? Because I'm sharing my testimony. I ain't afraid of me. I ain't afraid of saying the enemy allowed me to have the alphabets, and I don't even want to speak that over my life because with his stripes, I'm healed. But in the enemy eyes, oh, she got that shit. But let me tell y'all something about that shit that y'all be talking about. You know, the H and the I and the V. Let me tell y'all about that shit. What about the other people that don't have that shit and they can't? Like, what about COVID? For an example, COVID came through the United States around the world and unalive a lot of our people. So that allowed me to know that COVID had more power than HIV. I'm just saying, ain't that something? They got a couple of diseases that have more power than HIV. And I can name a couple of them. People die from all kind of diseases, and some people with the H, the I, and the V is going to outlive them. I hate to say it, but I'm just being technical. When they tell people, oh, you got 4-stage cancer, you got 2-stage cancer, you got lung cancer, you got uterus cancer, you got cancer. So, and they give you a time frame on how long you're going to live, and they give you chemo and all that kind of stuff there. But yet and still y'all ramping and raving and y'all trying to drag for people that talk about the HIV when they got some people leaving this earth from other stuff. I'm just saying. HIV is the HIV, but it ain't a death sentence. It's something that can be cured like all the other disease. How about that? I ain't never heard nobody tell me, well, you know what, you got 6 months to live, you got a year to live. But I heard somebody tell me if you take your medicine and you take care of yourself, you can have a long life. I'm just saying. And they got people that done passed away that had HIV and they didn't die from HIV. HIV, you can still live long, but if you don't take care of yourself and become undetectable and you keep on taking care of yourself and take care of your medicine, because somebody passed away waiting on medicine and they didn't take care of themselves. So it turned into AIDS. They got pneumonia and they died from AIDS. AIDS and HIV is not the same. And yet and still y'all out here talking about, oh, don't mess with this one, don't mess with that one because they got HIV. Let me tell y'all something, I ain't boasting and bragging, but I'm one of the cleanest women with the H, the I, and the V that you'll ever know. And I got dignity. And I got pride. I ain't going around here sleeping with Tom, Dick, nor the Harry. And I ain't got to go see a man by the horse. How about that? So since y'all want to be boasting and bragging and talking down on people with HIV, guess what? I'm going to be one of the ones that outlive you without the H, the I, nor the V. How about that? How about that? So since all y'all know about and y'all always talking about the H and I, the I and the V, did that stop any of y'all from having sex? Because a lot of y'all that be boasting and bragging and try to degrade people that have HIV, y'all still out there having unprotected sex with other people. Or just because you got with somebody and you ain't been knowing them for 6 months, now you using unprotected sex, now you feel like you safe. So you thought. Because a lot of y'all could be fooling, trying to fool other people, but y'all can't fool me because at the end of the day, y'all still out there sleeping around. A lot of y'all scared to go get tested. If they say they got millions of people that have this around the world, at the end of the day, just imagine how many people got it that ain't telling nobody they had it. Clock that T. I'm just saying. See, the problem with a lot of y'all is that a lot of y'all don't go look in the mirror and see y'all and see who y'all looking at when y'all in the mirror, because at the end of the day, y'all still playing Russian roulette with y'all life. Y'all know HIV is at its all-time high, but is that stopping y'all from opening y'all legs, and still is that stopping y'all from having unprotected sex? No. Oh, but if they had to stamp everybody that had it, and a lot of y'all couldn't hide it, a lot of y'all might have dropped. A lot of y'all might have dropped. If they didn't have a HIPAA law, if they didn't have that law, because there's a lot of people that be talking shit on the internet, and I be seeing them, and I be saying, I know you lying. So you on the internet dragging for people with HIV, and you HIV positive as well. And some of y'all still sleeping around with people that sleep with people that have HIV, but yet and still y'all are playing. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all got pride with yourself. You know why some of y'all wouldn't date people with HIV? Because y'all worrying about what the naysayers and other people gonna say. But at the end of the day, y'all need to worry about the ones that got it that ain't telling y'all they got it. See, one thing about being with somebody like me, and gonna protect herself and protect you too. Because she a people's person. She ain't one of them that's on the internet. Like the young man that was on the internet said he infected 200 people with HIV, and he was proud to say it. Wow. And he was able to say that. So I thought if he admitted to infecting 200 people, that's a crime. I ain't never heard them say, well, we arrested him. I ain't never saw that part yet. See, on TikTok and all that type of shit that they show, the aneurysm or whatever they got behind TikTok, whoever running TikTok, they allow him to say he infected 200 people, but he ain't getting no restriction. Because at the end of the day, when you say you infected 200 people, that's you saying that you knowingly knowing you had it, infected all these people. So why they ain't talking more about, or why nobody ain't saying he was arrested? Because somebody who he slept with, they know he gave it to them, because they try to figure out where they got it from. And if they know they slept with him, they know they got it from him. But y'all don't talk about that. Now talk about that. So he could just come on the internet and say, yeah, I infected 200 people with HIV, and there's nothing being said or done about it. Now, that is diabolical. Seem like to me, on the internet, they restrict all the wrong shit. The shit that they should restrict, they don't. And a lot of y'all is being made a damn fool on the internet. They like when you talk about the blind, the cripple, and the crazy. They like when you talk about people like me in wheelchairs and all that. They let all that go through, because at the end of the day, that's mocking people. That's mocking people with disability who didn't ask to come into this world like that. And that's what the people love. They love calling people ugly, calling them handicapped, calling them all kind of ways. And they love degrading, looking down on other people, and y'all loving it. Until one day y'all got to be the man in the mirror. Until one day it come knocking at your door. That's why I say they should have a special day for people that take care of kids and young adults with autism. Because it takes a lot of strength and a lot of love and compassion to take care of somebody with autism or some child or some adult that's nonverbal. That means your life is no longer your life. Your life is your life and their life because they can't speak for themselves. So that means you got to do everything for them. Even bringing them to the bathroom, even cleaning them. You got to be their ears, their eyes. You got to be their voice. You got to be everything for them because they can't do it for themselves. So they should have a holiday, especially for autistic kids and their parents, because they deserve to be glorified. So if you out there and you're an autistic parent, guardian, loved one, and you take care of somebody that with a disability, you got compassion, you got love, I hope you get everything your heart desires because you're one of the ones. You deserve that. Whatever God got for you is a special place for you. That take care of your elderly mama, your elderly daddy, take care of your child with a disability, take care of your child with autism, or anybody in your family with a disability. God got a special place set for you. I know it get hard sometimes. I know it be time that you be wanting to give up, but don't give up because it's going to pay off. They didn't ask to come here like that. They did. Whatever way they came here, it is what it is. Don't even question Jehovah about it. He got a special place for you. And it might not be on earth, but just know that he got a special place for you. So pick your head up, hold your head high, and know that Jehovah gonna supply your each and every need. And he said he will never leave you nor to forsaken you, queens and kings out there. Even when you get overwhelmed, even when you be wanting to give up, even when you be saying, I can't take it no more. Please don't give up. Keep going. Keep your head up. So y'all, it's 9:24. I usually come on here from 7 to 9. I love y'all. Thank y'all on TikTok for the love and the support. Every day I go live on YouTube. I am Ann Mays from 7 to 9. Thank y'all on Facebook. All y'all be blessed. I'm going to keep y'all in my prayers. Thank y'all for being here with me. I'm forever grateful. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all chose to be with me. I want to thank y'all. I love y'all. And I see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be blessed. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed.